Hi guys, it's Jess and Yessi. You haven't seen her in a video in a while. I figured I would make a video. So been a lot of things going on lately. I did post a video to the channel saying I was going to make a Magic the Gathering channel. I still do want to do that. I have everything in the works. However, I've been kind of all over the place recently. I can't focus. So, okay, I've had a lot of stuff going on. I think the last time I posted like an official video was probably like January or December. What's been going on? Well, currently am going through some life changes. So yeah, I'm still living at the same residence that I was before. I was let back here in March. I'm not gonna make a video on anything that has went on because I don't think it's the good time for that right now. My stuff is packed up downstairs. My drawing stuff, like I don't have access to any of that stuff because it's all packed away. Just been going back and forth. I'm moving back to my hometown, which is roughly like an hour away. I'm constantly having to pack stuff up and go. I have a ton of doctor's appointments, if anything. I would say that they did die down over last fall. I would say it was like pretty like okay. And then over the new year, a lot of doctor's appointments have been coming up, and even now, like I'm not really in that good of a health situation. That's actually why I wanted to make this video. I'm going back and forth for doctors, I'm going back and forth for job interviews. I'm in the process of looking for a new place to live. I can't move in with my dad because my dad already has like a living situation. He has a girlfriend and, you know, they live their life as they do. My dad is older. He's also disabled, so it's not really someplace that I can go. So I kind of just have to go and find somewhere on my own. I don't have many friends, and I don't speak to my mom or my siblings, so that's not really an option. Mostly I have to look for somewhere for me to go, not only for me to go, but for my daughter, because the situation that we're in, I am going to be having my daughter half of the time. Getting all of that settled and in order is a lot. And then balancing, you know, friendships and balancing time with her. We've been working with the providers in our area to get services for her, kind of like up in the air on where she's going to go to school. We're actually going to be both going to therapy. Oh man, sorry, I'm having very bad stomach pains. I've been going through a decent amount lately with my health problems. Oh man, she's still having some issues, and we're taking the proper steps to get those issues resolved. There's no like learning concerns. She's very smart. Everyone says she's so smart. She's been making a lot of progress. However, the behavioral issues and like sensory issues are something that need to be addressed. Probably have occupational therapy come out once a week. I have been going to the doctor a lot lately. I've been having some GI issues and a lot of medication issues with my my mental health meds and the side effects concerning them. I actually, the reason that I wanted to make this video is because, no what? The reason that I wanted to make this video is because I've consistently had a problem with Seroquel that I've been on for like 13 years, and it was fine for a while. And then I don't know if it's because of the stress of what's been going on in my life or what have you, but I take my medication, and whether I eat or not, usually before, when I would eat, it would make my meds, like, I guess, work too much, and I'd be really drowsy and need to, like, go to sleep ASAP. Like, I need to go to sleep that second. So I had stopped eating when I was taking my medication, and I would try to eat before taking the medication and give it a little bit of time, and not eat afterwards, because I thought that that was the cause of is eating with in conjunction with the medication. However, now, even when I'm not eating with the medication, like, I'm still eating in on a day-to-day basis. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not eating. But specifically when I take my medication, I I don't see a change. And I asked my doctor to lower my medication. They did. And then they lowered it again, and it's still the same consistency of I take my medication, and then about 30 minutes later, I don't feel well mentally. I get really scared, and I get this like doom feeling, and I've tried to look it up. I've seen a few Reddit posts of people talking about kind of the same thing. There are people on Reddit that were saying, that they feel that impending doom feeling of like something is wrong or something is going to happen. For me, it's like it feels like someone's gonna come like get me or something. Like I can't. Like last night, I took my medication and it hit me very heavily, and I had to stop what I was doing and just lay down. But even when I had laid down, it was that doom feeling of something's wrong, something doesn't feel right. And with Seroquel, it can increase your heart rate. So I think that's also playing a factor. I did realize after I started drifting off to sleep, I would wake up, and I would mostly wake up because I got scared, like a heart rate fluctuation, and I'd wake myself up, freak out, and then like go back to sleep. And then finally I just fell asleep. I haven't experienced this in a really long time. I barely experience it when I'm away from my house. So I'm also thinking maybe the stress is something that has to do with it. Maybe because me being alone here versus like if I were to be like at my friend's house, like, staying with my father. So that is something I'm struggling with right now. It really does. It makes you not want to take your medication. And it's so hard because having things like my diagnosis, I'm bipolar and I have PTSD. It's hard because you have to take your medication and take it consistently. But it is just so hard, like mentally. It's mentally taxing, is what it is. It's so mentally taxing when there's those side effects and you dread taking your medication every day. My morning meds are not that difficult. I take them and just go on with my day. But at night, when you already have those ruminating thoughts and like ruminating negative thoughts, and then also in conjunction with, having bipolar and then having PTSD and having, in my case, nightmares, or very vivid dreams like I had last night, it's difficult. I go to my psychiatrist. I've been going to my psychiatrist for, I want to say like 2.5 years. Changed psychiatrists when my daughter was born because I was pregnant. I was supposed to have appointments like every month or every 2 weeks, and they could not fit me in the schedule, and they were putting me in like every 6 months, and it was awful. I only have a psychiatrist now that sees me regularly every single month, and I am really thankful for it. However, and they take my concerns seriously. I did have a problem getting sleep medication with the psychiatrist, which I guess it depends on who you go to. Ended up never getting sleep medication. They never ended up putting me on anything. And then my issues kind of resolved themselves. However, now I'm in the same boat. I'm having issues with my sleep, and I was up for like 2 days or 3 days the past couple of weeks. and I am afraid to ask for sleep medication because I feel like my needs are not going to be met. Other things, like with the Seroquel, when I asked if they could lower it and they did, they were okay with that. But now I'm wondering, and my doctor was as well at my last appointment, if they should switch me to something else, and it's just such a struggle because I know the Seroquel works for me, but the side effects are just so hard for me to justify staying on the medication. But I know it helps me. Going on to another medication would be possible more side effects. I don't know if the medication will help me or not. That's why I might actually get one of those tests done. I had brought it up to my psychiatrist before and they were for it. Where it tests for which medications would be beneficial to you and which ones would probably not help you. I think I might do that at this point because I really do like being on Seroquel. I really do think it evens my moods out combined with the lithium that I'm on, but I don't really know if like long term I can do this. I hate it. I despise going to sleep, and it takes me so long to go to bed now because I don't want the side effects to kick in. I've been struggling a bit too with other things I have going on. Like I recently washed my hearing aids a couple weeks ago, right after they came back from a warranty repair, because the warranty was gonna expire on the 12th. It's past then now, but on the 12th it was gonna expire, so I sent them in for for them to look at it and repair if needed, and they replaced the batteries, and then I washed my hearing aids in the washing machine, and I thought that they were not going to work, but I put them in a bag of rice and then seen if they would turn on, and they were turning on when I was putting them in my hearing aid charger. I'm supposed to go pick those up on Thursday, and they said that they repaired them and they didn't have to replace them, because if they were going to replace them it would have been $400 per hearing aid, which would have been $800 roughly, and that is I believe it's a one-time benefit, and it was because the warranty was going to expire. And now if they repaired them and I get them back and something goes wrong and they don't work, I'm kind of out of luck and I won't have hearing aids, and I'm very stressed because I have been without my hearing aids for about a month now, or maybe even more, because they were out for the warranty thing, and then I got them back, and then not even a couple days later I washed them and had to send them back out. So I'm gonna go pick them up, and then, hopefully everything goes well and I can use them again. But like, not having them has been stressing me out because I can't hear, and my hearing loss is not that detrimental as people that are fully deaf. However, for me, it's hearing when there's background noise. So like with the dog right now, it's so hard to think with the dog doing all of this, and then having Yessi's tablet over here, and having, if she talks, it's hard for me to like navigate my thoughts. It's actually hard too when like I go on the train, or if I'm driving. My friends like to have the windows down and instead of the air conditioner, and I love that too because one, you're not wasting gas on the air conditioner, and two, it's beautiful out. It's summertime now, and I would like to have the windows down, but when the windows are down, I can't really understand my friends, and I can understand a lot better when my hearing aids are in, because they are specifically tuned to tune out the background noise for me. They also have a tinnitus function, so I don't have to listen to my ringing like a grenade went off all the time. Even right now, I have the air conditioner off in my room, but I keep it on all the time because I need background noise or else I hear my tinnitus. It's ironic. I need background noise to help my tinnitus, but I can't hear with the background noise, so it's like I have to pick and choose my battles sometimes. I've been so stressed because I don't have my hearing aids, and it's been bringing up like thoughts of when I first started having hearing loss. back, God, I don't even remember what, like 2020, I think. Not being able to hear little things, or like with her, she mumbles a lot or strings her sentences together, like all of her words together when she talks, like I do. And it's hard to understand her. It's especially hard to understand her right now, like especially today. It was difficult for me. I constantly have to ask her to repeat herself, and I hate doing that. I hate asking people to repeat themselves. Um, Even my friends, I have to ask them to constantly repeat themselves. And then also having virtual, like, court and virtual meetings and stuff. Usually my hearing aids can just connect to my laptop, connect to my phone. I don't have that, and it is so hard for me to hear these people. And, like, you kind of just have to, like, you kind of have to be like, okay, this is what they're talking about, and, like, maybe this is what they said, and then go with that. I've been using sign language a lot. However, no one knows sign language. My ex-husband doesn't know sign language. My father-in-law doesn't know sign language. She knows a little bit of sign language. So I sign with her and make things a little bit easier for both of us when we're out and everything. When I get tired and stuff and I start signing, but if I had my hearing aids, it'd be a little easier. It's bringing back, like, kind of, like, bad emotions from when I started losing my hearing, and the feelings of, like, oh, you're so stupid because you can't hear that, or oh, like, it's a loss. Like, it feels like, and it's not as deep as losing someone, but the best thing that I can compare it to is, like, with my family, because with my mother and my sibling, I don't speak to them, and even though they are alive, it is a loss. I haven't spoken to them in over 5 years, and that's a deep emotion. That's a hard emotion to feel. With your hearing, losing your hearing, and then going for, like, a hearing test, and then telling you your hearing's getting worse. It's not fun, and it doesn't make you happy, and it makes you feel less than, and it makes you feel different than other people, and it makes you feel like, why does nothing work properly? With me, it opens up a whole other door of, like, well, not only do your ears not work properly, it's like, you have mental illness and you have health problems. I'm just so exhausted. Today I did a lot of stuff. I reorganized downstairs and did some stuff with the chickens, and then went outside, but it's extremely hot. Even if I sleep really well, I'm so tired. I'm trying to stay positive. I'm trying to be happy with what I'm given, but, there are days where, everybody has those days where they're just, not feeling it. I really want to continue with this video, but my meds, I think they just kicked in, because now my brain is just blank, and the feeling of, like, feeling scared, or, like, that doom feeling is kind of kicking in. So I think maybe I should lay down. It is our bedtime. I just wanted to make this video before I went to sleep, because I've been having a difficult time with my medication, and I don't know, I wanted to update you guys, because I haven't made a video in so long, and it's really hard for me to find the time to make videos where I can just sit down and be quiet and I can talk. I hope you guys are doing well, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!